We're back under the tree again. Melanie and Tony be back once again. Get our show set right up and see what's going on.
Okay,
We're now live and we kicking. I think we up and running. So folks out there, if you're out there, just let us know. Just let us know what's going on. Let us know if you hear us and be good and so we can bring a good show to you today. Yeah, and see if you comment. Just send us some comments. Somebody out there, let us know that we set up right and we going. Anyway, like I always say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and glad in it. So Melanie had a good week. She told me already that she had a good week. And you know, this to sit here every Sunday for an hour, no commercial, to have a long talk is taxing on your throat and taxing on your mouth and get dry. So, what Melanie come up with, no, it's not a wine. It's Melanie fever grass tea. And so, instead of drinking water, she come up with fever grass tea. It is beautiful, wonderful made, right out the yard. So anybody looking for a drink instead of having their normal sugary drink, fever grass tea, you get your fever grass, you boil it, Melanie, whatever she do, she'll tell you, and then you're good to go. So today on our show, we're speaking about more behavior, I guess.
Imbalance.
Imbalance. That means
relationship imbalance, which is all about
behavior,
how you relate,
how you react,
whether there is balance
and
in
fairness
the,
and
yes,
the whole thing. But I have a few things I gotta clean up. We call it clean up first before we get there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to send a shout out to Marvin. Marvin from the village, Gambia village. That's my boy. He shouted me out. He told me, boy, kill it, I'm watching your show. So Marvin, I got you. And whenever you come around, just send us a shout out and let us know you're still one of our fans. And I know Melanie appreciates you because she's from Gambia.
Hi, Sharon.
Hey Sharon, I'm glad you told me
Yes.
to be perfect and running and kicking. Sharon, this can be a show of the century. This can be one of those shows that you're gonna love, and I hope you laugh your head off, because it's gonna be kind of funny too. And then secondly, last before we get into that show, I don't want to talk the side that everybody talking on, but this little girl who was this and rape and that and that and that. Listen to me, folks. Listen to me. Something we're missing here, and I'm not pulling up for the man. I'm just being honest. The worst thing could happen to you is have a child die, and you don't know how the child died, and you're out there saying some funny things. See, mentally, I done stress because my child is dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another stress if I'm being innocent and being dragged down. So all this bashing out there, we must have forgiveness in our heart. There's a lot of passion. And I understand, it was my child, I might have been a little crazy, and I understand. But let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. All man ain't good. All man ain't bad. Yeah. But let's take it easy and calm the hatred down and let the courts decide the truth and let it come out in the truth. Because the young man who's been accused or the young lady who's been accused, they mentally they're stressed because if they're innocent, you are trying them in public and you are putting more pressure to them than anything else. So let's be nice and let's. You got anything to say to that? I mean, I understand. I felt sorry for the little girl and all that.
Well,
it's a double-edged sword.
You are quite right in making that appeal because we create biases, and then there is a law that says innocent until proven guilty. And I know recently there has been a change even in the way that the police has been handling accused persons, you know. The bank lane shuffle has come to an end because people form judgment based on how they see your rolled before the public, before the media, and then it turns out there is no reversal of the bad image that is portrayed. So it is, you know,
and it's dangerous.
Speculations. Let the investigation take its course, and persons that have privileged information surrounding these incidents, we need still, even things don't always be as they appear. So don't be, I think it's supposed to be a disclosure clause anyhow, where persons working within certain capacity should not be sharing any information surrounding these incidents. You know, because it is sensitive, and yes, a child has lost her life. But what we should be doing is being vigilant, because on the top of that, you know, this child has died, and then 2 or 3 days later, there's a 12-year-old that is being molested. So, you know, let's get more vigilant with preventing repeat incidences as opposed to repeatedly rehashing without the facts.
Yeah. And so this is becoming bad. So I don't want to dwell in this. And then last but least, I want to send a shout out to the crew, Montel Heights crew. They're my boys, you know, and I got to send that crew out to them. Montel Heights, they die to watch my show, and they love me there, so I can love them back. So this my time to love them, and this my show, I can love them. So I want to send all the love to all the boys in Montel Heights, from Tyrone to everybody, all the girls, all the guys in the street, the mechanic shop, the rim shop, Sam, Ojin, everybody talking. So I'm sending love to everybody. And then I want to send a shout out to the 100 Jams crew, the radio station crew, Teen and the crew. They all say they watch me. Anyhow, enough of that. Moving right along. Now, our show today. It's a show that most men, I have a whole licking for some set of people, but I wish men would watch the show today, because the side that I'm going to go on, I'm going to be balanced, but this is important because in the Bahamas, it's always unbalanced, you know. When you see people having problems in family, it's unbalanced. So in the Bahamas, marriage, divorce, is so high because the unbalance, and sometimes it takes little forgiveness. Same thing I talked about. But Bahamians don't like to forgive. Oh no, Bahamians is one set of people, they don't forgive you.
Say we don't take last.
No, we don't take last. We ugly. That's it. We ugly. We take last. But you know, I give you an example. See this here. It's a cup in my hand, and I just want to give this to Melanie. And I want Melanie, put that there for me. Put it over there. Okay, you see, I'm going to give it back to me, Melanie. Okay, thank you. Now, Melanie keep a motion move this when I ask her to, right? That's only because we're on the show. Because if he wasn't on the show, why? You gave me this empty cup. That's the voice question. Why you gave me this? But I just do that to show you. Simple things can irritate individuals. Very simple things. You'd be surprised to know how simple this cup can cause chaos in a relationship. And it starts from this simple cup, and it becomes one of the, especially in marriage. Marriage has, see, you won't say something before I start, mate.
I'm watching and listening.
Okay, because
I mean, I don't want to.
I wish I was standing up so I could really explain this and show, and go right into depths in this. But I want you to say, if you got something to say.
No, because
okay, fine.
The thing that I walked away with that is communication.
Yeah.
And it is so easy for communication to go wrong in relationships. We as women, we're very vocal.
Oh, Jesus,
right?
Lord,
We
help me.
talk. We like conversation. Most Bahamian men are very short on their words. They reserve all the talking for when they get with the boys, as opposed to when they with their partners. So yeah, I think it's an excellent illustration. The very first point in the discussion is the poor communication. Women, so there's a communication imbalance for sure in relationships.
But this cup here, if like I say, if we wasn't doing the show, you would have said to me, take this and put this. Why you can't put it there? If right on the side of you, why you got to bring it to me? But like I disturbing you or something. see, this is a real show.
But you know that's effect that develop over time, right?
But we talk about imbalance. I say I wish I could stand up, but I really want to get into this, right? You ever had, you know, okay, in relationship, and I want everybody who have a relationship, who's in marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend, just follow me with this, and just think about your relationship. Don't just think about your relationship and what I'm saying. You meet somebody. Let's say I meet you, and I'm attracted to you, and you was a talker, like you. But I attracted to your talking. That's what attracted me to your talking.
Okay.
But hold on. Let's say we married and I got you now. You know what happens?
When you're tired and irritated.
You stop talking, right?
Is that the case?
Yeah, most
okay.
Because a talking person. And then I can ask you the question, well, I was attracted to your talking. Why are you talking now? And you say, boy, I tired. But hold on. Let's reverse that. That same thing. You attracted me because I was quiet, nice and calm. Then I marry you. Then I talking to you all the time, try to keep you up all night. You know what you say? Boy, he don't stop talking. I don't know why. It is true.
So like, you can't ever get it right.
No,
right?
because the unbalance. That's what we're talking about. And this is cause relationship to go on about, because once a woman, see, it ain't what you say. You gotta get Sharon and see if she can get a part of it. But you didn't get what she say. It's a part of Valencia. Hi, sweetie. Huh?
Say, speak from the heart.
Okay, Valencia. Valencia, now. You start me. You say, speak from my heart. I go on there. She say, Valencia cost this. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I can say this. And then, Valencia, let me tell you something. You want to see something that's amazing? Is it ain't what men say most times is what woman thinks.
Okay.
Okay, now let me give you, Lindsay, I'll give you something. You could imagine, now watch what I say, what women say. You could imagine, you go, me and your man, I go to my mother's. And we go for Thanksgiving dinner. And I eat, and I say, boy, mommy, this is the best turkey in the world. Nobody else in the world can make turkey better than you. You, who's my wife, will sit there, wait till I get home. And you know what you can say? For the next 6 years, I can have to go to my mother to get turkey. That's woman.
Why?
Because the fact is, you will say, well, if your mother can make turkey better than me, you better continue going to your mother. Because your mother, this is how.
Interpretation.
There you go. So if you put your mother in front of me, you go love your mother. That's Bahamians.
Yeah, but
that's the unbalance. I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
And these
but now you see, now you have imbalance in thought process that's going on there.
But you mightn't say it in front of her. This is what I said. You think it.
You think, but when you go home, speak growl.
His mother could bake this turkey better than me. Okay. Well, he better call his mother because I ain't baking another one. See.
So in essence, then, when you say it, you gotta say, honey, you could make a turkey, but my mother, this turkey tops it.
Yeah. For the day.
Bring her in. Yeah,
for the day. Say, but my mother.
So.
But see, the little things we say,
Mm-hmm.
but what women don't say, they hold that in. See, I bring that there to hold that in. Some of them hold that in and say, this bugger, I is the one who laying in bed at him all night and this, and he can throw his mother in my face. Oh my, your mother cooks better than me. Oh, your mother washed my clothes better. So is these little these little, you have to be surprised when it's unbalanced. See, and actually, you don't say things sometimes. Men just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Women chat. Big difference. Women row and get a little crazy. Women stop chatting. Men talk. And when men talk, they say little, but when they say it,
They say a lot.
They say a lot.
In that little.
And most times that men say things, you always say the wrong things.
You'll always say the wrong thing.
Always say the wrong things.
Well,
Because we think controlling. We always think we should be the one. You should listen to me. I's the man. That kind of way. So we talk at woman.
Whoa. That's interesting.
Yeah. You talk at woman. See, we don't talk with a woman. We talk at woman. So a woman
Because
say,
you're always ready to solve the problem.
right. A woman will say to you, say, honey, my car leaking. And I'll say, well, why leaking? Where it leaking from? How did a woman can know where it leaking from as a woman who knows the car? She might say, well, I think it leaking in. Right? But see, so the reason I've been more assertive and aggressive because I feel like, how you know the car leaking? You's a woman. See, what I thinking.
Oh.
You see what I'm talking about?
But guess what?
Yeah,
I got it wrong. No,
I know you go.
I got it wrong because
I know.
I was thinking when you asked that question now, you want to literally begin to, you already gone into the problem solving mode, and so you want to know where it's leaking from so you could begin to think how you're going to fix it or how it's going to be fixed.
Most men think, this
You
woman
ain't know
is a
nothing.
dummy, that woman, you know,
That is
only open them up.
That is a surprise now. That is an imbalance. And so
Yeah.
now, you see, just that is a example for me of how communication goes wrong. Because you're looking almost like at a left brain, right brain scenario where you're thinking along one line, I'm thinking along another line. And that is a very important take-home message for both men and women.
Right.
We need now to move more to the center when we're communicating with our partners to limit the amount of misunderstandings that occur. Moving right along, next point.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay,
That
so-
is power.
So now, when you talk about women and how they react to man, it's a weird thing. Like, women like to, if they having issues and they want to talk to you, and they feel that they make you a little angry or make you something that they say out of line or something. Women want to make up.
Yeah.
They don't want to move on. Man, move on. Woman will make up.
Well, basically because it's unresolved in her mind.
But a man that we move on from that.
Yeah.
But a woman, she will make up. Even again trouble, but that's why even in makeup sex, they want to make up. It's always this makeup. So they start getting soft to you and trying to like get you in the little cuddly.
So that's the emotional side of the woman.
That's the most side of the woman.
And she wants to rectify whatever wrong she has done.
But that's the imbalance. She want to do it now.
Okay.
She want to do it now. But for men, if you allow them that little space to think, they will then communicate with you better. Yeah.
So in essence, what you're saying is take a time out and then go back to it.
Yeah.
But then there are some people who don't want to go back. Because when you go back, there's like, you know what, that done dead, that finished, but it's still unresolved in the woman's.
Yeah. But see, women always want to resolve everything. Ain't everything you can resolve. I don't understand. I don't know where they get this. Everything they're trying to solve. You cannot solve everything.
Well, again, it comes down to that emotional bundle.
Yeah, and I understand all the emotions.
It's difficult to move on until you are settled in your mind that he understands that this was what I meant.
And then what goes on in relationship, either party or both parties, what goes on in relationship, where one become more sanctified than the other.
Oh, that's a serious imbalance.
And then comes it's unbalanced.
Spiritual imbalance.
It's spiritual imbalance. But see, you have to understand, advise you, yes, we all know about the Lord and we all supposed to serve God. But you cannot be too godly for your family. Or your husband. Okay, let me change it then to make it.
No. Okay. No, that is correct.
So when you become so godly in the family, and you feel this husband or wife is not coming along fast enough, your emotions go to God all the time.
And you know, that is an error, a very common error. But if we were to bring that down to the individual level, right? We talk a lot from the time this program started about religion and relationships, and I think it has a lot to do with how we as individuals view God. Okay? And no two individual, I don't care who you are, you do not see God in the same light as one other individual. It don't matter. Your mother has a different perspective, your father, your wife, your children. We all, because it's a personal thing. And just like how I can't read your mind,
you try to.
You can't read my mind.
You try to.
Well, I don't try to read
and I make my mind ugly enough that you can't read it. Because they're one step ahead of you. This happened in relationships.
Yeah.
People do that.
So let me say, if I could jump to this conclusion, that sexuality, and that's why a lot of persons, remember we talk about different types of sexual expressions, and when we talk about the anal sex, and some persons say, oh, that's an abomination, and so forth and so on. So what I'm saying is how people understand their journey and their interpretation influence how they respond to another individual. And that's why it is important for us to really be able to do two things. Know ourselves and then respect the difference that exists between ourselves and even our mates. Because no two person are the same. We don't have the same thought processes. We don't have the same experience.
Right. And then they talk about we all, when we marry, become one. Now, the Bible says we become one. But when you become me, as a man, when a woman become a man, we got a problem. So what it should be when they say become one, they mean in communication. But when a man want to become a woman, become one, we got a problem. See, and there's too many people. That's not.
But you know that basically is the same thing. What we just talk about, moving to the middle ground.
Yeah,
that's how we become one. Because you are all male, I am all female. But when we move closer, then the male side of me will be more visible, and the female side of you will be more visible, because then we are now emotionally connected, and we have a rhythm going where I am cognizant of what affect you, and you are cognizant of what affect me.
Why would you try? See, you're attracted to me. Me and you become husband and wife. You become attracted to me, become something special you saw in me. Some way you saw something you liked about me that attract you to me. So why then, the minute you meet me and we get together, you want to change me?
Because guess what? That attraction might have been physical.
Yeah.
But not.
Yeah, but.
And now I learned that you got a mouth on you. You think weird. And so, I'm now trying to get you on my side of the fence for you to think the way I think.
You should
act
run.
the way I think.
You should run. Because you only can change me in a period of time. Because I can go back to me. I can't change me. What I'm going to do is adjust to you to have this relationship with you. And most men adjust because they won't have sex with you. And so that's all they're adjusting for. To fool you that they really care. And they really don't care. They want what they want and they want it now. Okay. And they get it. And once that dies off.
So, boy, Tony,
they go back to the real world.
So,
all the behaving women getting food. Majority of behaving women getting food. So that's why I say I wish I could have started to explain this. I was gonna say this. See, I'm gonna get even deeper. I'm gonna go deeper.
So that's a serious imbalance because here it is now.
Good.
The man, from what you say, is only fooling the woman. Because all he really wants is sex from her.
Yeah.
And she, on the other hand, is
miracle. Lord, he's so handsome.
I won't say that all women, right? Because there are some women who are also sexually attracted to the male.
But not as much as a man.
No, because we want more conversation, more time spent together. So, and you men, all y'all want is to slam, bam, beat and bam, and then y'all move on to go to sleep or get back to work or,
now I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to go even deeper in this. See, and I might be the dude who have evil thoughts. Because you trying to get me to change the way you want me to stay around where. And I may be the guy who come into your family, juice your children. Ooh. See, I might be the worst devil in the box, but I changing just for you. And so when these problems hit and arise, then you scream out because now you say, well, no, you never took the time out.
To really get to know who you are.
Because your focus was trying to change me.
It's interesting that you say that, because we do have a preconception. We have this image of this perfect guy.
Yes.
I don't know if men have it, but women.
Perfect girl.
Yeah, and then, they have this checklist.
Yes.
On you have to have this, you have to have this, you have to have that, you have to have the next, right? And so we begin to look for it, and then as we date, we go, okay, you have this, you have that. He's a little weak here, but we could fix that. And then he ain't have that, but I can try to introduce that to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so those are the things but we, as you mentioned, we cannot change you.
No.
We cannot change you.
I'm going to settle for you. Okay. I'm going to settle for you. Let me tell you what goes on in a daily basis in heads, people's heads. Let's say you're a woman who loves sex. And you like good sex. You don't want no little sex. You want good sex. When you go to bed, you want to be bam. You want to be taken care of. I don't meet that standard. Okay. I'm not a guy who... But you will accept me because I have money. See, I could take care of you. But in your heart, in your true heart, and what you're really looking for is this Mr. Lover. This person to take you to the next... Okay. So you're only staying there because this man takes care of you. there's a lot of women, when I say women, young girls, stay in relationship because things.
What about older women? You saying young
Yeah,
girls?
I'm just talking about, right,
Okay.
women generally. Okay, and they stay in a relationship because of things. And they are hiding inside because this is not them.
But
They want their own man. They want their own things.
Yeah, they want
But-
good sex.
Yeah, but they putting up with this old dude who's 65 who can't hardly keep it up. He taking blue pills, but he bring the money to the table. And so they live this life of a lie. And deep down inside, they probably want family. They want a husband. They want children. They want to have their own life. But because this situation is so sweet,
Financially.
yeah. So
that is a very gross imbalance
it's very unbalanced.
that they are living. And the imbalance really is not on the part of the man, you know. The imbalance is on the part of them. So, I mean, if the blue pill is where the gentleman is at, then you really talking big problems.
Valencia, we got you now.
Yeah, she said they
got you,
like
Valencia.
things and they are suffering.
Okay.
Just like you said. But she said earlier, you know, that when she get upset, or angry, she just shut down because she don't have time for running on with talks. Okay? She believe in fixing the problem immediately.
That's what's woman. That's woman.
Yeah.
And Valencia, there's nothing wrong with fixing the problem immediately. It's how you want to fix it. Some people believe just having sex and fix the problem. But that's not, because when the sex over, the problem is still there. See, sex. Let me go to the sex. Since let me break this down. Some women, now see, I've been wrong a little bit, so I kind of list crafty and smart. Some women will give you sex to keep your mouth shut. So you there killing yourself out. You having a good time, and she's saying in the bed, "Oh, I hope this hurry up over, cause I gotta go to work."
She's saying that in her mind.
But the point is, she knows she give you the sex, and keep your mouth shut. Now you ain't mad no more, cause yeah. So the game you are playing, especially women, is a dangerous game. Because you think some men ain't sharp enough to figure this out. That, yeah, I can game this, and I can quiet him out. But it don't, for men that really on the cutting edge, who understands what's going on, them games don't work. So a lot of women, and a lot of men miss this, you know. I think a lot of men so gung-ho or having a good time, they miss that. Some of the
That
sex,
the woman ain't there.
Yeah.
Because he busy satisfying
Yeah.
himself.
the sex is between two people, not one. And some women so crafty. It's just like a woman selling. She give you happiness, she get her money, she gone. So it's the same thing, only different way. Same thing. If she lie, somebody lie in the
Except
bed.
that you're in the relationship.
Relationship.
You're in a relationship with
And
the
at this
person.
moment, you so mad, but you give him sex and yeah, well, you hurry up, listen, yeah. And you playing like you ain't it, but you ain't it, yeah, man. Because you get, just a minute finish, you get right up, gone. There's no cuddling, huddling.
Well, you know,
Valencia, I got you.
You raised a very important point in terms of men being perceptive to, yeah, that's the same point.
Okay.
Men being perceptive to the response of their partner. And some women have to realize that don't take men lightly, because just how women can tell when a man is no longer there, a man can tell when the woman is no longer there in the relationship as well. So if we were to go to the sexual dissatisfaction, which is a major imbalance in the relationship, then we need to basically be honest with ourselves and with our partners and seek to resolve the problem before it get out of control and out of the door.
And I'm going deeper into this now. And in relationship, if I'm your husband, and you're supposed to be my good wife, and you're supposed to love me dearly, why do I ask you for sex? Why do we have to ask one another for sex? What that all about? When you start asking for sex, there's something is wrong.
Yeah.
Now let me explain. Huh?
You know what it is?
What it is?
The absence of intimacy. There's no intimacy between you and the person.
Right.
It's all about sex.
But let me give you what else. Let me. You're right, but let me break it down. In marriages, what happens when you ask for sex? It is the unbalance. Now we're talking about. That means one person is controlling the time, the place, and when. When that happens, your relationship now, there's a brick between it. You're building a brick. There's an imbalance between a big brick, because eventually the person can start to asking the question, why? Then they become disjointed because now in their work all day they be thinking why. The question is, now it goes from, see, this brick wall is in between. It be go, but you either seeing somebody else, or me and you ain't, the sex ain't right. I ain't pleasing you. See, and when the question starts coming and flying, problem starts coming in these marriages, because now these are key situations that start, because once it start happening to a man, he can't have his woman when he wants it. He now start wandering out in his thoughts. Either I can't please her, either she don't love me, she fall in love with me. All these questions come in. And the next question will be, so when you confront the individual, you know what question can come up? Boy, you talking foolishness. I this and I that. I don't. You have 32 different excuses. 32 excuses. I tired. My hair need to. I spend my money on my hair. You got all these excuses you pulling down, and they come in. And the true honest thing might be finance. I might be paying the bill. Could be. See, the truth never comes out. See, it is what you don't say.
And I think it is also
not what you say.
But it is also that you took too long to address the problem.
But you could address it from day one. But but individuals, some women do not communicate well. They keep their mouth shut. They don't communicate well. So some again communicate in a way that you ain't want to hear them, because it sounds like whining. So it's I'm sorry to say, but this real talk, folks. And I'm not bashing women now. See, because I can hear I bashing women. I'm talking with both sides of the fence. So the more I would hear stories like, you bashing women. I'm not bashing women. I'm talking straight down. Man and woman.
Tony, again, it still comes back to the intimacy and the compatibility between the two persons. Because if you are in a relationship with someone who is not a touchy-feeling, romantic kind of individual, it means then that you have to take the lead. But I still believe that if someone truly loves you, you remember we covered the languages of love, right? So you got to know your partner's love language, and that will help you now to establish the balance in your relationship. But if you're not taking time to know your partner, to know what will get him or her to be a little more warm and receptive towards you, then you basically have failed, and they are failing because you might be missing the messages that they send. They may be sending the message to say that they are,
But most people today in the Bahamas live lies.
Yeah.
They cover up a lot of stuff. They come up every day. And what it just sometimes, just to say, I didn't like that. Just don't say it like that. Or you know what you said last night? It hurt me.
Yes,
or in my heart.
Communicate.
So what we do, we set this pretty pace. Most relationship in the Bahamas is not happy. And the reason being not happy is not really the communication.
What is it?
It's because they don't love one another.
Ah.
They there for circumstances. They stay in there because circumstances, because I stay in there because I used to you and you make me feel good. And then we got a good environment. Or the big one, this is the big one. I go to the church and I don't want to go to church to know how they divorce or they break up. So I only doing it. See, you could talk.
Or even the public eye or the social
you could
circle.
Talk. You could see. Let me set this record straight here. You either die unhappy or die happy.
Right.
Now,
and it's the same thing. You're talking about death, but you must
most people can die. That's what I'm talking about. Live. No, I'm talking about live.
Live happy.
You either gonna live happy
or live unhappy.
Or live unhappy for the rest of your life. See, that the man done ugly. Now listen to this. The man done ugly by the looks at him. Every time you see him, he's ugly.
No matter what he do, handsome he is.
Yeah, no matter what he do, he ugly. He done scream on you 5 times. The whole story. You got a whole storyline. You could tell Moses. And guess what? You there trying. You still trying because the Lord say you must try. The Lord ain't tell you must fall down and be stupid and die ugly. See, the young people are finding bleaching cream and wigs and nails to make themselves look good. So why you won't be there dragging your slippers and be ugly? If the man is not working, and some of y'all who even ain't married, y'all got these dreamers. The dude done dream to you so much. How many times he can dream to you? You need to let that go. I am telling you, you're put on this earth to enjoy every moment. There's too much relationship dying. I hear it all the time. It make me so sick. Oh, this one. Oh, Mr. Williams says. Oh, so now they changed my name to Kill It. Oh, Kill It. So I don't mind. But what I'm saying to you is that the unbalance in relationship, majority of women are the breadwinners of these homes. And you spending your money, you're working hard, and you're taking all this crap too from a man. And then you saying, well, child, I better stick with him because I can pick up I don't know. Listen, life is a game of chance.
Sometimes the man tell you you ain't gonna find nothing better out there. So what you do?
Oh, see, when I say the word ugly, it doesn't mean literally ugly in the face, I mean ugly, the things he do
character,
to you. Yeah,
character.
The things he do to you and say to you, bring you down, make you feel. Right today, you feeding him backside right now. And you know you really don't want to feed him. He's sitting at the table, but, anything to drink? you should give something, you give him a punch. You should give something to drink.
Tony,
but this real life.
But let's just think about the resolution, okay, to these imbalances.
I gotta drink it out.
You honestly, if you love someone, we always say, or you always say, Bahamian women just believe in fixing.
They can fix. They'll fix everybody.
And you talk too about the woman being the one who is putting up, but you telling me that men don't put up? Men don't stay in relationships when they're not satisfied?
What men do. Let me tell you what men do. I give example of me. Let me tell you what I do. See, I can talk with me. When you see me have stress and I can't get it, I go beat the wood. I go take a nail, screws, and go build something. Okay?
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
How many Bahamian men are like you?
Ain't many. So what I'm saying to you.
Okay, I just want to.
What I'm saying to you, if you keep on saying no to your man, he gonna find a woman out there who will say yes. And she can say yes based on knowing you there. So you either get it right now or you lose it. Because
Coming from a man.
so all y'all who live in this little bubble, I'm talking to you. You live in this little bubble. You think you could say no to somebody? No.
Endlessly.
And think they can stay. Yeah, they love you. They agree. They love you. And they can, yeah. But it's only a matter of time. So you women who playing this game better get it right, you know. Because ain't long. You, the same tape when you all play back this, you can remember I say these same things. There's too many women going to hell. I see them calling me, talking to me all the time. They're going to hell in this country. And don't tell me about your good husband. Well, oh, you know, you're a liar. Oh, but he all right.
Yeah, he okay.
Yeah. Say, but I have a good husband, a good man. You're lying through your teeth. You know you're lying.
But guess
You
what,
only
Tony?
try to fool me.
Let's just look at this now. We talking
What?
imbalance.
Yeah.
So tell me, who can claim that they have a good day? A man ain't all bad. He may have some bad. He may have plenty bad, but he ain't all bad. And when a woman say he's good, she's basically looking at the things that are of importance to her.
Woman today looks at certain things that why is never a man good? Because he tell you he love you, he hug you, he kiss you, he there with you. That don't make him a good man?
Oh, so what you're saying? What makes him good?
Gotcha. So
Okay.
yeah, all right. So you know what make him good in your Bahamian woman eyes? Because you're also total left. This would make him good.
Things.
Oh,
Lord.
you gotta be paying the bill. You gotta this. I understand he gotta take care of you because he takes you in his home. Yes, I'm not disputing that. But if he does the extra mile, my God, say thank you. You know, I know we have to. See, I think sometimes we be ungrateful. Now, I'm saying both sides, not just women, man and woman. Sometimes we're just ungrateful. And we got to be a little grateful. And for relationships to work well, we got to be more grateful, helpful, thankful.
Appreciate the
Yeah.
strengths.
Right.
And enhance the weaknesses.
Right.
Because nobody comes with everything. And that is something that we have to come to understand and appreciate. Okay, when you choosing your partner, that's why it's important to know the person that you are with before you say I do. That's the dating period is your assessment period to see how well he matches those things that are utmost importance to you. Because don't go marry someone and you know he don't fit the bill of what you are looking for. Only because he have money?
Yeah.
No.
Not cutting you, let me say this. I met this lady, our conversation, we were sitting down, I was sitting down eating, and she was sitting there eating, and I said, can I sit here? So she said, yeah. So we sitting down, we talking. And she said, but I see you looking at me. So I say, well, you have to be looking at me for me. No, you looking at me. So she say, don't play games with me. So I see, I said, okay. I said, miss, first of all, I wasn't looking at you. Guess what the next thing she said to me? Because you can't take care of me. I was like, hold on now. That was a shocker. Because, so you're only looking for a man who can take care of you. That's it. See, that's where they head at.
So basically now that was the debate to see whether you say, of course I can take care of you.
I fool. I fool. Let me tell you why I fool, because I can say, this me. Yeah, I can take care of you. And then realize I give her $50 and realize she want 100. And she want 100 every day and I can't afford that. So before we even go there, I was happy when she said that. I said, Miss, you're right. That's the best thing you ever said. Because I can't take care of you. I say, honestly, I can't do it. But what I'm saying to you is that everything has to be financed. Where the romance start? Where? See, when I was
the romance follows the finance.
Yeah, but when I was growing up, all I wanted to do
things change.
Well, pull a chick. You know, we used to go to pull a chick. You know what I mean?
Pull a chick. Like pulling a ticket, eh?
Yeah, we used to pull a chick. And so what we used to do, I used to starch my white pants. And starch is stuck in, cut it, you know what I mean? In a crease. So I come from the laundry, Oriental laundry. So, and you go in them 8 shoes and you going out and you sit hanging out at the little the zoo.
Cool,
yeah.
Cool.
And you trying to pull a chick. And you used to pull them. Because back in the day, they didn't want no money wasn't their object. Once they have their little boyfriend who look clean, that's all they want.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
And can hold them and hug them and dance with them, buy them one drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were good.
Have fun.
Now, the child is come from baby, the 16-year-old lady, they want
money.
But you. And so money causes so much different problems. Money brings on so much problems. Even now, you see that things tight, and everybody looking for like money. And so when things tight now, so women doing a little wickedness. I say it's selling.
What?
Selling. So now when women start doing a little selling, and the streets hot. And so women doing a little selling. So they're only looking for money. So it's the guys who did that said it's cheaper to go that way because you have less headache. You
pay the bill and move on.
Yeah, because it's easy to buy some
than to maintain the woman.
Yeah, it's easy. So all these women who looking for somebody, someone ain't have nobody.
Because all the men gonna be out there buying it.
Yeah, all the men ain't got time for that.
No time for the drama.
No, because if you think about it, if you buy it, listen. If you buy it, you ain't got nobody calling you. Nobody disturbing you and your wife. Think about this. So,
wow.
See, this real talk now. See, we get into the real talk. Well, after I leave there's no attachment.
Well, come to think about it, I can understand why the man would want to do that.
But that's
because
why
you already have a wife.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So if you have a wife and
you just want to have a quick time,
things at home,
so
you could go out there, have your fun, and then go back home.
Yeah.
And continue business as usual.
And because no phone call, no contact,
no harassment.
Yeah, no harassment.
Yeah.
You go back home and be good dad.
Not bad.
Yeah. And so that's why becoming popular. Watch this now. You ain't believe this, eh? In the Bahamas. It's becoming very popular because things are getting tight and women in the home acting fool all the time.
So the man get it his way, have it his way.
Yeah.
He just simply go home, and once he is satisfied, the foolishness that he have to encounter.
I ain't gotta hear you.
Don't face.
No, I ain't gotta hear you.
Okay, because your needs are met.
Yeah, and once my needs are met now, you could carry on as much as you want because I wait till Friday again, I get paid.
So is that the resolve to the imbalance in the home?
Well, hold on.
Is that the resolve?
No, I can resolve that for you. Hold on now. Don't miss this. So, see, this is where I come in. So it's the same thing having a sweetheart who understands you married. It's the same thing.
Tell me what that means.
She understands you married, so she wouldn't rock no feathers once her bills have been paid.
Oh.
It's the same thing. See, you think it's just one way or the other. It's the same thing. So most of these women who getting their bills paid, technically selling their body.
Because
all the scheming.
But now, Tony, how does that reflect on the Bahamian man, though? Or even on the relationship in marriage
You
as it relates.
See, you missing the point. See, brothers out there real brothers who talk by the bar, they say, will tell you what has happened in the Bahamas now. The Bahamas has shifted. COVID has shifted the Bahamas.
It ain't COVID. This thing was happening before COVID.
But I mean it shifted more. Where half of the population is depending on people.
Oh yeah, so it's a bigger shift.
Right,
yeah.
it's a bigger shift.
And so unemployment and
right,
and
and
all
so
of that. Yeah.
and so what happens if I am good looking as a woman, and you got the man who got the money. The girl thinking, but I good looking. I supposed to be the one to have the man who had the money. So they don't want work. Okay. They go after the man who got the money. And so he become trapped in his beautiful world. See, he got this beautiful world. He got this beautiful world.
Because there's a play of words. There is the attention, the attraction.
Right.
Because definitely the dress code has changed.
She trapped him. He might mean good.
And the wife at home ain't looking all sexy.
There you go.
The girl out
there you go. She got this figure.
She exposing.
Right. And so she trapped him because the ground base at home was never built on love. The base at home was built on things. And so now it's run a circle that the same things that she got the man to cater to her with and marry and she become a good woman, he had the same type of woman come back again in younger version
unattractive
and come back again because he was always the person.
So it sounds like he wasn't in love either.
But he was he was in sex.
So
he was in sex, good looking in sex.
Okay, he was in sex and she was in things. So you had an exchange,
right? And
everybody lived happily ever after until the sex need is no longer being met, but the financial need is still being met.
The sex need, there you go. The need that him to stay home to that good woman has weared out. She started to say, tired. So he find another one to continue what he started from day one.
Okay. But he ain't letting go of what is home.
Yeah, why should I let go of what is mine at home? And that is ready mine.
Okay. Keep talking.
And that is ready minds. Why should I? Let's see if we got you. Why, and Sharon, why should I let you what is ready minds? You know? I don't need to let go with his mind.
Okay.
All right. And so the cycle continued because I talked about this earlier. He was always the person whom you're looking for sex.
So how then, or is there a balance?
Before you said
possible?
I can talk about balance. His money ruled his kingdom. His money ruled his whole.
And so who gets put out of the kingdom, the man or the woman? Because it seems as if you were there for the sex, you had the money, so you were paying for the sex. She decided to shut down the shop, so now you have to go to a new shop.
Yeah, so I got a younger girl who make me feel refresh. She might give me a baby now because, I believe I man.
So what is the end result of this?
The end result, I can answer your question too, but the end result is my mother used to say this. She used to say, you marry me and then you divorce me, then what?
So stay married.
No. You marry me and then you divorce me.
And then what?
And then what? You get married again, right?
Okay.
You gonna look for another guy.
Possibly.
Right? And then married again, right?
Possibly.
And then what? If that turn bad.
And then, so it's a revolving door?
There you go. So when you ask that question, because you never stopped and correct you. So it's a door that you shift all the time. Every time it get tight, you shift. And you shift.
So that's for both parties then.
Yeah. So now answer your question, how we get the balance. Remember talking about balance. The balance is this. You have to marry for love. Because only what you love will sustain. See, I don't see you coming because I got money. I see you coming. I say, look at this bugger. All right, I can play this. She looks sexy. So I got that.
But
And the reason I marry her because somebody else was after her. And I had to take him to let him know I got more money than him.
All right. So it never was really about love.
No.
It was a competition.
Yeah.
And then it's about what do they call it now? It's
Dog in the bone. So what you have to do now?
Supply and demand.
Yeah. So what you have to do before you get into these marriages, you have to know where you're going, where you want to end up, how long. See, because some people will get married and say some stupid things like, child, I married, if it don't work, it don't work. You ever hear that before? That's what they say.
A lot of people enter marriage with that mentality.
Yeah, if it don't work, it don't work.
That if it don't work, they'll just stop.
So why you marry somebody?
Get another one.
So you ain't want marriage. You want to try it. That's what you try in there. You ain't want marriage.
So instead of marrying, just try it out without getting married.
Yeah, just go live with the man and try it out and come in. Don't get married because you won't even try it out.
But then
you run back home to mama.
But then now that conflicts with the spiritual side of things.
Okay, let's talk about the spiritual side.
No, we have to.
Okay.
There are a number of other areas because
Yeah.
we look at the social imbalance as well, where men go out all the time, women stay home. Then you have the thing where, when they do go out, it's only his family they go to or her family they go to. So that's an imbalance as well. So there are a number of other imbalances. We looked at a couple of them, but there are still many more areas.
I know we can close now, but let me talk about the spiritual imbalance. See, we, women and men, we put this barrier up when we started to say, I go into church. And the minute you say going to church, but you ain't going to church, I go to church. And you put this barrier up. So you start this barrier now.
That's only one barrier.
So when that barrier, what now? So when you come back from church, the barrier you put up, you add another barrier because you come back and say, but you ain't cook. And then you say, well, but you the woman. But you supposed to go, but you go worship another man. Right, the barrier. So
you keep adding on to this.
And it goes on to spill into this challenging thing that's your God. That's your church. I don't like them. See, it go into barrier and all this, and they build this whole brick wall that you can't even break it down no more, because it started with a little brick and this brick, and when that end up so bad that it take Moses to come down and touch somebody to go back to the beginning, because that going from then the man started to hate the pastor and don't even know the pastor. Because
you blame the pastor, you gotta blame the person you with.
No. He blaming the church. Because the church got his wife.
His wife went to the church. The church didn't come.
No.
And hold his
man. As a man, I tell you what man is doing. Man is blaming the church. And then man start hating the church.
He always blame everything and everyone.
Yeah. And then man start hating the church for no reason. We don't like the pastor because the pastor got our wife. So it starts from there. Then I start bashing your religion. Because it starts from small.
Ooh.
And once I start bashing your religion.
Spiral out of control.
That wall, I tell you, you can't take that number. That wall gets so bad, you don't believe it. I am not putting my money in a church. And so the fight begins where I don't want you to go. You serving your God. You trying to live right. But I am here. I'm in your house.
But you know that is a very serious imbalance. And let me say this, and it's gonna sound off, but Bahamians have this concept that unless you are going to a church, you don't have a relationship with God. How wrong could that be?
Well, the Bahamians based that on what the Bible says. But the church of the people, where a few gather. Now, so we has to go to the four walls. Just Bahamians. We gotta go to the four walls, or the Lord can come and cut our head off. And most time, the four walls could be the worst thing to go to, because it doesn't be God's vision; it's the pastor vision. And the pastor vision could be off, but we follow.
Yeah, because you know,
'Cause we
like
love
you
our
say,
pastor.
it's your church and my church.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's still only one God.
One God, yeah.
And we all bear the title of Christianity. We even ain't talking about other religious beliefs,
Anybody
you
else?
know?
Well, Valencia, Sharon, Valencia, let's
Nothing else.
Valencia. So next week at the same time, Melanie will try to finish this story. You know how she go. She'll be all over the story. Why are you looking at me like that? Anyway, Melanie will try to. We'll try to close this chapter for you today. And Melanie always say to me, give people resolves. Just don't give them. Let them know. I think today is more of let patience, show more love, give more kindness, be loving to one another.
Say move the needle to the center.
Yeah.
Right?
Give and take.
Don't be so pro you
Yeah.
and pro me.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing together. Say the Bible says you become one.
Yeah.
So in order for you to become one, you have to move closer
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah.
Not you over there and I over here.
And
We move closer together.
the change, don't change you. Because you see when you change, listen to this, folks. When you change inside and it don't go right, you're unhappy with yourself. That's the most, I've been there. That's the most miserablest time in your life. When you start adopting, okay, if you don't eat rice, let me explain to you. And then you go to live in this house and eat rice. And they give you rice. And you just eating it to keep your mouth shut. And then you discover the rice was never good for you because you're getting sick from the rice. But now you're sick. But you can't open your mouth because you done accept this rice. So, what you gonna do? You're gonna be miserable inside. Lash out. Miserable, growling. So, if you don't eat rice,
Nip it in the bud.
if
from
you don't
the
like fat,
beginning.
if you don't like black woman, don't date a black woman. Because down the road, the black woman, you'll be miserable when you then have on side of you. So, let me go through it again. If you date a woman who don't like sex, leave her alone. Because you like sex. That's a problem down the road. So, unbalance is that don't put yourself in a situation that you know you can't handle. That's the key. That's why I get
Because
that.
you really can't change an individual.
Right.
That individual have to change themselves.
Right.
So know what you're getting before you get it.
Right.
Meaning, take time to know her.
Is-
Take time to know him.
Take time to know me. Listen,
Her or him.
you need a helmet on top of your head to get to know me. That's a hard my head. No, I didn't mess with you. But we take time to know her or it's him, and try to see. Woman, I can talk to y'all because I love women. Don't try to get in this relationship so quick. Take time, Melanie, because it's not a one night stand. You say, son, take time to know. Melanie, I'm gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
I hope this show been inspired and been uplifting to you to help you understand what unbalance you're going through and clean it up. Now is the exception time, said the Lord. This is the time to tell that person, no, I'm not taking no more of this. I'm going to straighten up and fly right. So, Melanie,
Yeah.
Next
Until
time.
next time, Tony, we are no longer under curfew, no longer.
party in the backyard. Hey!
Boy,
Hey, listen.
somebody said the Hunger Games begin.
Yeah, the fellas can sweet out again. You can go late in the night. Oh, Lord help me, Jesus. The fella's out. I tell you what, folks. I want you to listen to this. Christmas is coming. And you know the whole month of December we usually do Christmas show. From the crack of the gate. So, December coming. We have Christmas shows. We only even talk about Christmas because we love Christmas here. So Melanie going to look for some Christmas things, and when you come, you have them all hang over the ceiling, so we can be ready. Christmas
Christmas under the tree.
Under the tree, Christmas. We got the tree. We can be back in the yard under the tree with our Christmas bells are ringing. And so when you see December 1st, it's
Christmas out the gate.
Christmas out the gate. Anyway, and we got plenty of toys this year to give away.
So even though the curfews and everything is done, people, I still encourage you to be safe. Wear your mask, keep your distance, wash your hands. Don't allow people who you don't live and share the same household with to be up in your face and doing things that they shouldn't be doing. COVID is still here. It hasn't gone anywhere. People are still dying, people are still getting sick. Protect yourself. Even though you may be vaccinated, protect yourself.
And I'm one of those people begging for it to open up, so
have a great week.
Enjoy this weekend. Next time,
week.
right here under the tree, chat. Mel Tony.